Okay guys, so I had to change the camera angle because the audio wasn't good in previous videos, so I have to be a bit closer because what happened is on my way here to Indonesia, for those of you who don't know, ngilahlekelwe izikhwama zami, so zonke impahla zami sonke they got lost. And then so what happened is kulezo izikhwama lezi beney'mpahla zami, there was also microphone yami, my tripod stand and all that stuff. So because of that ke bekumele manje ngirekhode nge-audio nge-microphone ye-phone, and it's not as good as microphone, the normal microphone that I was using, lavalier microphone. Anyway, welcome to Ghost Nation Fan TV, Ngompilo mina, and I'm your host. This is the channel. It's not a news channel. So angifuni abantu beqhamuke berenta bethi reporting ngekho, because I am not a journalist. I am not a journalist. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan who wants to engage with Kaizer Chiefs, with other Kaizer Chiefs fans, and just talk about Kaizer Chiefs football club. So leave a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what ucabangani about the things I'll be talking about. And today it's 10 p.m. this side. I think it's 5:12 in SA. So I want us to talk about Kaizer Chiefs and Richardsbay FC, which is tomorrow. Yeah, and Richardsbay is one of the 5 teams that haven't lost a game. I think the other one is Galans, Stellenbosch, TS Galaxy. I don't know what's the other team. Oh, Amazon. Yeah. Abanye bethu, including Sundowns, we've lost games. So it's gonna be an interesting game because for one, it doesn't matter what it will be game. Madlali Chiefs, if Chiefs or Sundowns or Pirates are involved, that game, whether it's an away game or it's a home game or it's in Durban or it's in Cape Town, doesn't matter. Chiefs, Maskulmangi Chiefs, they will always have the majority of fans in any given stadium in South Africa. Brag because we're a big team like that. So yeah, I think one of the things that might be just negative a bit about Richardsbay is the fact that Umcineka in their game against the Galans, the one that they drew, he got out, and I think it was an injury because the following match sebedlala name on their last match basebeshintshe formation because babedlala 4-2-3-1, badlala 4-2-3-1, and then Umcineka was out, and then bashintshe formation badlala 3-1-4-2, which then says to you bashintshe formation and they still got a result, which means they're kind of a well-oiled machine, because as much as they add the new players to the squad, but also the existing members of their squad are also solid enough and they know each other enough. Bebedlala ndawonye ku-Clear Africa coming up, and now bakwi-PSL, and they will want to use the momentum. And here's an advantage that teams who play against Chiefs have. Ukuthi Chiefs fans are not a patient bunch, not at all. All you need against the Chiefs ukuthi ubambelele for the first 15-20 minutes, and after that their fans, us Kaizer Chiefs fans, will be frustrated by the time. So this is poor badlali bethu, and when we do that, it forces our mistakes on our players. And that is why people who go to stadiums, it's a vital thing. But when you're at the stadium, wazi ukuthi uyokwenzani, you are there to also support your team, because teams can use that to their advantage. Ukuthi, no, let's just hold this for 20 minutes, and then once bahluleka ukukora in the first 20 minutes, then we capitalize on that, because the fans or the team can hear ukuthi okay, abalandeli sebethule manje, so let's capitalize on that. So guys, please, ngihlezi ngisho lento, if you go to a stadium and support a team. And unfortunately for us, it's Dupree kuthiwa he's akalimele nje ukuthi he got a knock, as I said, lwamjito wahlala phansi. And as we know, those kind of injuries where a player just sits down, they are not good injuries. That means that player might be out for a few months even. So Uzwane in his words said Dupree will be out for a while, and a while is not a week, a while is not 2 weeks, a while is not 3 weeks, maybe a month or so. And probably injury Dupree, but sebebona injury Dupree, it kind of forced them to sign Bimenyimana. And another thing about indaba kaBimenyimana, funny enough, I said not here, I said in Richardsbay and said, Chiefs, what will Chiefs do if Dupree gets injured? And now Dupree got injured, and then they signed Bimenyimana. But we shouldn't have gotten to this point, because I think I was just answering I was just answering my comments. By the way, leave a comment. I was answering my comments, and I was saying, someone was saying, the last comment, Chiefs, as much as I'm trying to look for this comment so that I can give you that proper shout out. Chiefs, as much as in a lento leyo we ended up signing Caleb, but did we have to wait this long though? Did we have to wait this long? Because we did not have a better striker yet. We kept on pretending as if there's someone better that we can get, and it was obvious. And I will make a video on Monday about the other striking options that we can still go after. But for now, we pretended as if there was an alternative, but then there wasn't, and then we ended up going back to Bimenyimana. And now I'm not finding this comment. yokhuluma ngokuthi apparently i-Chiefs ibine Lukunja, there was going to be a risk yokuthi if uBimenyimana asiqhathe neFIFA, basically to say I tried with them for 3 weeks and then I missed on other job opportunities. I don't know how true that is. I don't know, and I'm not going to say that's true. I'm just saying it's what I've heard people saying. But I think the Chiefs takes too long to decide who they should sign or who they are not signing, because even Nazir Abubakar, the guy who plays for Sundowns, the guy who scored against us, yes, that guy, the Chiefs were the first to identify him, or the first to scout him, and yet we're going to sign him for Sundowns. Why was that the case? Because the Chiefs strike their feet. Now Snafika City, Sundowns offered him more money, but Samtola Qalen did not move quick enough. Here's the thing. Casemiro Njengamanje is about to play for United. We know United is total utter nonsense right now, but well, obviously Casemiro, they're going to pay him a lot of money. But asiyekungasingasebenzisi United because United isenkingeni and Casemiro indaba yemali. Sebenzi Barcelona. All these players are going on Lewandowski, Jules Kounde. They are choosing Barcelona, who are in the Champions League. Chelsea is also in the Champions League, yet these players kept on choosing Barcelona over Chelsea. Barcelona is just a big team, and they have a history. They're a big team, and it's the same thing with Chiefs. Chiefs is still a big team that still attracts big name players, but sometimes we take too long to sign these players, and then we end up missing out on them. We have Pule Modi that we could have signed. We did not sign him. He was keen on coming to Chiefs, didn't come. We have Ukivu Msimam. He wanted to come to Chiefs. We dragged our feet. We have Victor Letsoalo. Kicks of an argument to Royal Air just being what they are, and then we ended up not signing them. But and then the performance here too is now going to be hindered in a way, because unless Caleb has already gotten permits to play in SA, that means Kusasa again we will be without a number 9, because another thing is that Ukama has a flu, and as I said before, I don't think we should be playing Ukama. I don't think we should play, not be playing. I don't think we should play Ukama in tomorrow's match, because I think this is a good excuse for Uzwane to bench Ukama. But okay, we are good on the floor, because he needs to be on the bench and just watch the game from the outside. He needs to watch, let's just say, maybe umdu, or even if befuna ukudlalisa someone false 9, play someone else clear position false 9, you can even use uSehota in that position and try to Richardsbay will be coming and trying to attack us as well. Try to use uSehota through the middle. I know it sounds crazy, but put him there solely for a pace and to give my defenders that kind of problem like he did against the Sundowns, ukuthi angagcine team ayenza those runs behind my defenders, agcine emfoula esinikeza ama penalty and all that stuff. So you can use him in that sense because he can also get the ball, and the ball controlling yakhe is very good. So angakwazi ukuthena between abadlali, because if you look around really akekho umuntu oyi striker like centrally mangasekho nobilliard ususele nomdu or usungazama ukudlalisa usefama uKenneth, so bona ukuthi kwenzakalani. But ukhama ngempela, this is the time yokuthi athole ibenchi ezona ukuthi kunjani, because these guys need to know ukuthi scheme akusisona esabo, because if players start feeling entitled to certain things in a team, then that's a downfall of the team. Look at what Mbappe did last week. They didn't pass him the ball, and then why run avele wami because the ball aliphasela uMessi. Ngasel cross webhola lapha phambili where Mbappe is supposed to be running ngabushaya igoli, but usemila akasarani because wazi ukuthi ibhola amaningezanga kuye. That's not good. And ilento some people were saying ukuthi hayi ukhama kumele abathole ba-provide banikezwe ibhola yikho bengenzi lutho. I'm like, no, that's not the case. The case is even when they do get the ball, akukhombisa ukuthi they are like they possess the amount of quality that we know they possess. Bavele nje kube ngathi nje kunteke nje, kanti they are the ones that should be kind of leading the other kids. Babona ukuthi khama nangu khama yafukuza uDoli yafukuza nathi asizamini asibukele kuphi, uya-understand, because ima ubuka abadlali abanjengoRonaldo noMessi, uRonaldo leads both by action and by being vocal and talking to other players. But uMessi is not that kind of a player who's vocal, but by his performances nokuthola team, he will do that. You have a player like Jordan Henderson. He's not that great, like technically he's a Thiago or a Kroos or a Modric, but because he works hard. So no memeze sethambo maga, you understand ukuthi ayinawubhizi uyafukuza lo muntu. So if the players who are supposed to be leading the team are slacking, then the rest of the team will not be performing well, because it's like I'm not told by our work senze njani ngeteam. I would told by our work, it's just that their performances can be better. That's what I'm saying. And omunye umuntu who has been playing, who in my opinion who has played well, was Ted, but we know ukuthi Yamazulu, they froze him out because he wasn't playing. And Uzwane said it's doubtful ukuthi angadlala because of the fact that usedlale kakhulu and the tempo that we're playing in, which is good, ukuthi we own it. Ngenzeka ngaqali, or what I foresee happening mina ukuthi mayiqala ngangayiqeda igame or angangena nge-second half. So, and as what I've seen uZwane ukuthi he doesn't really depend on second half players, but he tends to stick with first half players, which is something that maybe must be looked into, because personally I feel like if you have 5 subs outside, 5 players that you can use from the bench, use them. And especially if it's quality. I mean, if unoNgcobo ebenchini, unaSehota ebenchini, asingalindi kuze kube 75, bafake nje 60, 65 ikhale. Zivele nje zikhale, and now you are injecting something different grounding, and then also uyabahlupha nje, because what you're doing there, you are 1 managing the players, but 2 you are also giving the opponent either, if we like for like change, then you're just bringing the same problem but fresher, or you are bringing in a different problem, because if you are playing, let's say if you are playing a player like uMahlo first half, umuntu ozocontrola itempo yegame, slow down the game, and then bezofaka umshini sekusenkingeni manje usofaka umshini sekuzoshaya ibhali sekuzokhushula ispeed sekuyagijima nje uyabo. So that's a different kind of a problem. Kanti if ukhipha uMahlowu then ufake let's just say uSithebe is almost the same kind of uMahlowu because ngamaphasi and iyabona ngokuphasa ibhola nani kanti when it comes to uNgcobo is the one who carries the ball and moves with the ball forward. So when you have ama-subs, I feel like we should use them because it also makes abadlali abasebhentshini bazi ukuthi I will get my chance, and when I do get my chance, I will use it. And naye-ke speaking of Mahlowu naye apparently kune-doubt yokuthi angadlala kusasa. And it's something that I said ukuthi, well, I didn't say this, but I did say ukuthi indaba yakhe idolo lakhe indlela listrapwe ngayo nangenokho ayitholile ngathi wanenkinga neqakala. It just doesn't look promising, but okwakhe kuthiwa i-doubt, so that's better than not available for a while. So that sounds better for me. So we will see what happens. And I think vele another person esinga-understand mayengaqala igame kusasa mina vele because ngiyazi nimcasukela umuntu akangezana ungezana vele kusasa ukuthi igame I don't think uzoyiqala because Zwane will also be protecting him, and also the fact that while he hinted 10 he was injured in the previous game. So if you don't start Ungezana, it's understandable, and also just keeping him away from the public eye, because if angenza any mistake kusasa against Richardsbay, then ngizomcrucify and vele kuzobe siphelile icareer yakhe kwi-Chiefs. So ngcono bamqalisa uNgcobo noKwinika and then niyibone i-combination kaNgcobo noKwinika. Makuwukuthi it doesn't work with uNgcobo, then sobe sesazi ukuthi hayi uZwane uzamile-ke uNgcobo wayehlulekela. You get me? So yeah, I have nothing against ukudlala kaNgcobo ukuthi I do feel like I did prefer Ungezana because of ukuthi he can also progress the ball forward. Ukuthi nje into ayidingayo lafana loyo, he just needs to be concentrated, ukuthi akwazi ukuconcentrate, akwazi ukuba in the moment, because igoli le-Sundowns, it's not just masingathiwa siyabuyela kulo kancane, it's not because akakwazi ukudlala ibhola wahlulwa ukutrap ibhola, cha, ingoba nje ingqondo yakhe kwenye indawo because wayenganakile nangale uSirino but ubhizi wenza kancane ibhola lazayishayisa la sekuyinkinga njengekho. Kanti if umuntu is fully focused on the game and not thinking about ukuthi kuthiwani go Twitter na go Instagram, that wouldn't be happening. But then ingqondo all over, then you end up conceding silly goals and making silly mistakes. So yeah, that should stop, and I hope it does stop. So right back, I still see Solomon's coming back and playing right back because I think we will be having a team that will be attacking going forward. Left back, Udove, I don't know ukuthi permit to say itholile, because as much as I'm practice on the Chiefs manje, I'm not sure about the permit yakhe, and I haven't heard anything from press conferences whether Dove will be available or not. And then left back ikushuthi uFrost usazodlala vele uKwinika kukhona. And another person, a voice that we needed at the back. We need Ukun. I will still say this, we do need Ukun emuva, but it doesn't seem like we're getting that, and yeah, so we'll have to stick with Vuma. And since Sithebe will not be starting or might not be starting, then you could still see Ublom starting with Umat, or you can see I don't know, yeah, you can see Matt starting with Ublom because of Ublom is over more defensive and then Umat moving forward. And by the way, I did say this thing last time. Oh, by the way, Unange will be back, so no Ublom bangam bench, it's possible to Ublom bench and then badlalisa Unange with Umat, because into engiyibona ngozwane vele ukuthi it does prefer for 2-3-1, and then number 10 akekho available still uLukhunja uMahlowu, and is a doubt, and I think it won't be wise to risk getting uMahlowu injured sisazomdinga kwi-season yonke. So you might as well find another solution ukuthi uzodlala kanjani, in which case I can see Ublom playing a right back and then Solomon's playing as a right winger, and then taking Udoli into the number 10 position, so that is operator la phambi kwama-8 out, because if Matlole ngekho Sithebe ngekho, then you might as well play Udoli centrally and see what can he provide you with, and then have i-pace ka-Solomons out wide. The only thing manje ukuthi ubani uzomfaka ku-right back if kukuthi kwenzeka something Solomons, but we know we have multiple solutions really, because you can either put back Solomons to right back position if there's anything that happens to Blom. You can also Solomons take Udol out wide. You can still even play Ungezana with right back. You can take Ufrosta to right back, bring someone to left back. So it's fine. You can play all your right backs in the same match, because you have players who can still play those positions or can swap with each other on the same position. So yeah, that is a possibility. My thing is this, left winger, I think it doesn't seem like I don't know, it doesn't seem like usekhotha bayamthemba that much, but I think he has earned his place in the team, and I wouldn't be shocked. I would be happy, in fact, if I see usekhotha start the game left wing yethu, and then he can, as a number 9, abamfaka umuntu kusasa babona uzowenzani, abamfaka umuntu babona uzowenzani, because usifama abakamqalisi game kanti umuntu yena angasinikeza something kule game before mfana hamba ubhala ama-trials akhe, to just get him used to the energy. And he's one of those players ongajikelwa. Oh, by the way, ngithi umuntu because I don't think uCaleb useyitholile permit yakhe to work in SA. It's possible, so it would be shocking kodwa if ungenzeka. Not shocking, surprising, that's the word. Yeah, it would be surprising if ungaqala, but it would be interesting to see, guys. What do you think? Who do you think Chiefs will start, and how do you think Chiefs will play? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, guys. Please do vote for Samge to be in the top 12, Gambis KZ and Queen. It's free if you have Facebook. Just click on the link that I will post on the comment section, and then just go. Yabo uzoklicka kwi-link. Mawuklicka kwi-link ivele kuse ku-website. You don't need to enter my details at 10. More on Facebook nje. Bese uclick vote, and then that's it. It's simple as that. You done. There's nothing complicated. It's free, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I will see you after the game, and until next time, remember, equals Ali Pelumo.